My boss had multiple affairs, so I anonymously exposed him to his wife. Now he's divorced, fired, and I've started a better job with great colleagues. My boss is having multiple affairs. I'm his assistant, so I know about all his visitors and schedule. He is married, but he often has visits from 2 different women, and he outright told me never to tell his wife about them. When either of them visits, he locks his door and tells me he is not to be disturbed. This happens almost weekly. He sometimes asks me to book local hotel rooms for an hour or an afternoon, and sometimes, I buy jewelry and flowers for the 2 women he sees regularly. I know this because he sends me out to pick up the jewelry I later see them wearing, or asks me to send the flowers to them. He never does anything like this for his wife. One of the women just had a baby named after my boss and has his surname. One time, his wife showed up for a surprise visit to take him out to lunch, and he told me to lie that the woman in his office was there for a job interview. He also submits expenses from his business trips, where he has traveled alone. I had to recalculate everything because he upgraded the company-provided hotel room to a better one using his personal credit card and bought breakfast for more than one person the following day. When this happens, he tells me he had company. There was also an incident where he came to work panicked because he said he accidentally used his company credit card at a strip club. He sent me to retrieve it and pay his tab with cash, but the address he sent me to was actually a massage parlor. Normally, I don't care what people do in their private lives, but I hate that I'm part of his lies to his wife. She is a nice person, and she is dealing with a heart condition that just required surgery. I know they don't have an open relationship because my boss lies to her and also directs me to lie to her about his actions. He says she can never know. I get sick whenever I think about what he is doing. I know a way I can out him to his wife anonymously, but I'm unsure if I should let her know. Update 1. 2 days after I published my letter, my boss was served with divorce papers here at work. His wife publicly outed his affairs, and she sent copies of emails and text messages sent between him and the 2 women he was having affairs with, as well as one of the escorts he regularly saw, to some people here at our office, his relatives, and some of their friends. She also sent these to the 2 women, the escort, and some of their relatives and colleagues at work. The texts and emails prove that all 3 of them knew he was married and that he was seeing other women besides each of them. They also include the acknowledgement he fathered a child outside of his marriage and evidence he used funds from the joint account and his wife's pay to spend money on them, as well as for the random women he cheated with when he was out of town on business. His wife has filed an alienation of affection lawsuit against the 2 women and the escort he was cheating with regularly. All 3 of them kept calling and coming to see him here at work to confront him after they were outed to people and served with the lawsuit papers. I heard them talking about it each time, and he said his wife moved out the day he was served with divorce papers, and he had no way to contact her except through her lawyer. They don't have any children, and she has cut all contact. I played dumb the entire time, and no one, including his wife, has accused me of knowing anything or asked me if I did. Before all of this happened, I decided to start looking for another job. The same week my letter was published, there was an opening inside my company for a receptionist in a different division. The company usually posts jobs internally before they look externally. Since I'm classified as admin and the posting is for an administrative position, I didn't have to apply and could just put in for a transfer. They gave it to me, and I have been in my new job for 2 weeks now. I love it so far. I spend all day on the phone or talking with people who have come in to see or meet with my colleagues. The division has over 100 people, so while I have a screen where I can search for people by name and receive memos and things through email, I don't have a computer that I am stuck staring at for hours a day. It's definitely not for everyone, but I love dealing with people all day and having no other responsibilities or a mountain of tasks or paperwork to do. My new colleagues have been welcoming, and while everyone is talking about what is going on with my boss, no one has brought me into the drama, and it only gets talked about around me the same way any other person would. I don't gossip and certainly don't talk about what I know, even though no one has asked. I now have set hours, don't ever have to work outside of those hours, and have no company cell phone. Since all my work involves dealing with people during working hours at work, I couldn't do work at home even if I wanted to. Work is now separate from home, and overall, I am much more relaxed because I have a clear line between working and not working, and I don't have to deal with my boss and his drama anymore. Update 2. My former boss was fired. His wife outed a 4th woman for sleeping with him, the same as the others. She works here. Having an affair with a subordinate and multiple yelling matches with the other 3 women here at the office was enough to get him fired. The 4th woman was married, and her husband filed for divorce after she was outed. She took a job elsewhere but left amicably and was not fired like my former boss. At least 2 of the women his wife was suing are settling with her to avoid it going to trial. The yelling matches he was having made it clear she wasn't using the lawsuits as a bargaining chip and would not drop them in exchange for stuff from him. Now that both he and the woman from here with whom he was having an affair are gone, things have calmed down. It has been weeks since anyone has mentioned the affair, and everything here is boring again. I don't mind the lack of gossip and am still enjoying my new job and great colleagues. I got a small bonus at my yearly review because my boss was so happy with my work. I love my new colleagues, and they have been nothing but welcoming to me.